Good morning. What's today? Today's Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. Jupiter rules Thursday. I wanted to come in and talk about the eclipse seasons that we are in. We are currently in eclipse season. We're currently in the window of the shadow for Mercury Retrograde. And there's so much happening astrologically. So the sun just went into Aries, and the sun just went into Aries. We are about to have an eclipse in Libra at the 5th degree. And I just want to be like, here's what goes on inside of me when I'm looking at the astrology. I'm always like, I hope people are preparing for this. I hope people are doing what they need to do to ready themselves for this energy. I hope so. I hope that you guys are doing something that honors you being your new self, because this eclipse is coming in at the 5th degree, and what's happening is the light is going to come through. The eclipse is going to light a path through America, and it's going to set us on a new course. It's like what happens is light, it feels like light is nothing, right? It feels like light because we're nothing without it. So we don't, like, when I think of light, sometimes I'm just thinking of like the light, the light shade, or, you know, the light that comes from the sun, but everything here is light. Everything here is some version of light and molecules and all that sort of stuff. So as this eclipse comes and the sun blocks the light from the earth and all that sort of stuff happens, it shifts the light codes. It shifts the light codes in our conscious experience. And so as human beings, we start to change. How have we seen this occur before? Like, there was a time when we didn't have technology. The light shifted and somebody got an idea, because ideas are light. Somebody got an idea and they created an iPhone. You know what I mean? That's the impact of light. It changes the way we live our lives. You know, somebody created a stove. Somebody created an airplane. You know, all of these things come from ideas. And so we have been building, the pressure has been building, and now we're about to have this eclipse. The eclipse is coming through Libra, which is the world of appearance. So that means this external world is about to start changing. And what that offers us is the opportunity, because Libra is about this world. It's also about your relationship to the other. And how this eclipse is going to change is that the ways that we have been attached to the external world, the ways that we have been reliant, like in our mind, like we feel like I need this person to make me feel a certain way. I need this thing to make me feel secure. I need this love to make me feel like, those kind of attachments are going to be demolished. Demolished. Anything that you are holding on to as an aspect of your well-being or your sense of safety. And I know that's tricky because we're here. As a coach, I've always said it's really tricky to coach people who have challenges with like obesity, because you have to keep eating. You can't stop eating to heal obesity. You have to change the way you relate to food. And that's what's happening. We have to change the way we relate to this external experience. We have to change the way we think about it, change the way we think about our relationships, change the way we think about who we are here, like who you say you are here. You have to change the way you think about it, because it's shifting, y'all. It's shifting. It's about to be like sometimes I want to cry, because I'm like, people are about to be suffering, and I'm so hypersensitive and empathic to people suffering. And the things that people believe in are so false. Like, I had a client yesterday, and she was saying, she was calling herself privileged, and she was calling herself privileged through the lens of whiteness. But she was saying it from this, like, she wasn't trying to say she was special. It was almost like she was acknowledging that she has had privileges, and I was so aware that whoever has benefited from these sort of privileges that we call like white privileges, those privileges are going to be the deficit in this new upcoming time. Because if you've been attached to getting in for free, if you've been attached to being loved and adored because of the way you look, if you've been attached to, people treating you a certain way because of all that shit is about to go. All that, oh, I'm a doctor. All that shit is about to be done with, y'all. And I just hope that people are finding their sense of self in something that really fucking matters. Because whatever your social and societal business card or identities have been resting on, whatever you've been pursuing energetically to get some social status, that shit is about to be over with. Oh my God. I hope y'all hear me. Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? I'm somebody's wife. I'm somebody's mother. All these labels, all these energetic ties and connections to these external, figures are about to be over. Does anybody get it? like I know that. So I guess nobody gets it. No hearts, no fire, no. Okay, that's fine. So the eclipse is going to summon one yes. Okay, great. So the eclipse is going to shift the way we have been relating. The identities, the labels that we have taken up. I'm in the middle of it. Exactly. Of course you are in the middle of experiencing it right now. Of course you are. Okay, great. All right. So it's all changing and and the shit is painful as hell. That is right. That is right. That is right. So here's what I want to say. It is really important so that's the astrology. I'm looking forward to the shift. It's been tough. All right. It is a struggle. That is right. Okay, great. So you guys get it. You guys get it. All right. I'm finding peace and knowing it's supposed to be happening. That's fantastic. Great. Okay. So that makes me happy. That makes me happy that you guys are experiencing it and that you know what I'm talking about. So based on that, if you need support, I'm happy to support you. Because I have vision and I can see how to get from where you are to where you want to be. And I can see in your natal chart where you want to be, where you will feel best, right? This shit is so amazing. And we're about to have a Mercury retrograde, y'all. We're about to have a Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde, really, if you can play Mercury retrograde well, whatever you're going through right now that feels really hard, you can, if you play Mercury, if you use this Mercury retrograde, because Mercury is your mind and how you think and the story you tell yourself, and it is retrograding in Aries, which governs your identity. So the way we shift this energy is beginning to do the work you change it from the inside out and not the outside in. And so you can come and join the Follow the Sun community. I'm doing the ritual. I'm teaching how to be with the practices. Just easy, light stuff, because I couldn't pull up the energy to do a whole lot of things like I really thought I wanted to. Because I have Chiron in Aries and I have all this stuff in Aries. So I have to be in my own personal experience, but I'm willing to share it with those of you who really are eager to move this energy. Because whatever you did in the past, it's not going to work anymore. Whatever you have been delaying and denying and pushing off, it is not going to, you're not going to be able to do that anymore. You're going to have to really come to an awareness of what else is possible here, a new solution. Whatever you've been avoiding, it's time for you to come up to it now. And even as I say it myself, because I too am in this, I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I'm like, fuck, yes, it's time. So, Mercury Retrograde is going to give us the opportunity to change our identity. And when I tell you, this shit is like magic, y'all. Like, I feel silly as a grown-up being like, it's magic. And I don't feel silly. I love it. I love it. The cures are the things that we were told don't work and don't matter. The cures, the solutions to this stuff is the stuff that we were told, oh, that's for children. And because the universe is not complicated in the ways that we have been taught to believe that it is. It's so simple. It's so simple. It's right in front. The solution is right in front of your nose. And we're thinking it's something, that I got to do this and I got to do that, because this capitalistic mindset and white supremacy has programmed us into believing that, only a few can have it. And, you can't trust the world through this competitive mindset and through, creating the idea that resources are scarce, right? Those are all illusions. All that shit is illusionary. And so what you have to do is do the work to release yourself from those false ideas, because those ideas show up as real, true experiences because you believe it. Because you believe it. And it's not really true, but we've been conditioned to believe that it's true. We've been conditioned to believe that the power is out there and that there's somebody coming to get us, and that, and that we are not the creators of our reality. And when we don't believe that we're the creators of our reality, it creates a deep, deep, deep fear that something is going to get you, because you don't understand that you are all of it. It's the illusion here. The Maya here, the illusion is that it's separate. But it's not, y'all. It's not fucking separate. Everything is connected. And it's not to be afraid of your thoughts or anything like that, but it's to understand the nature of the power of being connected to everything. That there is oneness here, right? So when you can wrap your mind, your consciousness around the fact that you are one with the sun, that you are fucking one with the whole power that is emanating this, it is a part of you. And that is an idea that just, but when you can remove all those false lies and stories of who said what and all the shit that's a distraction. There's so many countless distractions. And the biggest distractions are relationships. It's hard. Not all relationships. Here, the biggest distraction is the way we have constructed relationships. It's not relationships are the distraction. It's the way that we relate is the distraction. We believe that people are separate from us. So we believe that there is somebody out there that has something that we don't have. We want that they have. We don't. And so you come to it like, I got from this internal thing of, I want that. I got to get that, rather than I am that. Oh, this thing I see. Oh, I like that because I am that. I am that. And that sounds like, to me, it only makes sense for it to be this way. It only makes sense. But when I didn't see the world that way, when I was in the reality that we were separate, I felt like when I saw something and I had a feeling about it, I had a feeling about it because I didn't have it. But really, I had a feeling about it because I am it. And so I would go chasing it, thinking I'm not it, rather than going inside of myself and cultivating being it. They're two very subtle things that make a world of difference. A world of difference. And these eclipses, this is how the reality really works. So this other stuff that we have been doing is going to become our agony, our suffering, our pain as these eclipses come, because we don't understand who we are. We don't understand who we are and how we're meant to function. And because we've been malfunctioning. Our systems, we have been malfunctioning. So our systems are going to start breaking down. We're not going to be healthy. Our money's going to go, like everything is going to begin to malfunction because we have been projecting this idea that there's something out there. It appears that there is something out there, but what we cannot see is the field of connection that's like a huge spider web that is invisible that makes us all connected. And I don't know how to say it any other way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that's so subtle, unless you begin to experience it, the whole world affirms separation. The whole world is affirming that I'm different than you. I'm better than you. You have more than me. I have less than you. You're taller. The whole world is affirming that. Because so it's so easy to be caught up in that. But that's the absolute false reality. It's not true. And so this eclipse is going to come in and begin to scorch all of that out of our consciousness, out of our way of thinking and feeling. And how it does it is that whatever you're holding on to that's not true becomes exacerbated in your life. It becomes larger and you can't hold it, and you have to do the work to free yourself from it. And so I know I'm saying something that I've never said this shit out loud before, but it is, whoo. I've been on my own journey, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I have always felt it. I've always felt this. I have always felt that I lived in a reality that was completely false. From racism to Christianity to politics, it has always been like, I've always been like, what's wrong? Like, what is going on here? When I was a little girl, I used to take the telephone apart. I was telling a girlfriend of mine, I grew up where they had telephones, and I would unscrew the telephone and take it all apart because I wanted to know who was in this phone. Like, I was probably 5 years old, 6 years old. Like, how is this happening? Like, what? Like, my grandmother would be like, Monique, put my phone back together. Because I was just so curious, right? Like, how does this shit work? That's what I always wanted to know. How the fuck is this working? I used to watch the little girls in South Africa, protesting. And I would go to my grandmother and be like, Grandma, how is it that I'm black and I'm here, but they're there? How is it that, like, it just didn't make sense to me. Like, where am I? I've always been trying to figure out, where am I? How does this shit work? What is going on here? And finally, I just, when I found astrology, it all started to make sense to me. But I always felt it. I used to ask my grandmother, how do we get pregnant? Like, how does God make us all? And like, I just always wanted to understand it. And now I get it. And here's the thing, ask and it shall be given. We are all a part of the same whole. There is only oneness here. There is only oneness. But it just so happens that in these last 5,000 or so years, we have been in a completely dark age. It has been the dark age because the light has not been available because of the Earth's relationship to the sun. It's a scientific thing, right? But so because we've had less light, we have not been able to perceive our connection to one another. But if you go to nature, you see it. Nature can't hide the truth of what it is. It is all connected. But when we don't perceive that, we have everything separate. So for instance, if somebody goes to the doctor, it's like I talk to people all the time, well, I have kidney disease going on, but your heart doctor and your kidney doctors are not even talking to one another. It's the same fucking body. It's the same body. Why would the heart doctor not talk to the kidney doctor? But it's because the perception of the people who created this reality don't understand oneness. They don't perceive it through their soul experience. So, or they do perceive it and they've discovered that they can capitalize by keeping things separate, right? So all of this separation has been driven into our conscious experience, into our way of being, and all this, you have this and I have and I don't, and all of this sort of competition, all of that is born out of separation. But the most important law here is oneness. Not the law of cause and effect, not the law of manifestation, not the law. Oneness. There is just one. There's just one. There's just one. It might look like a white person with blonde hair and blue eyes, or it might look like the blackest, but there is just one. There is just one. That's all that's happening. So the ways that we have not been acknowledging oneness, and that is going to begin to break down, and it breaks down inside of you. It breaks down in your mindset, in your body, in your heart. Because when we believe lies, the lies become, everything is creative, right? So if you believe a lie, then you begin to experience the effect of that lie. And that is what this eclipse is about to bring in. It's about to bring in the effect of our beliefs in this reality. Yo, to live through this is amazing. And I have to tell you some of the things that I've had to make peace with, right? Because of the law of oneness. As a Black person, I was holding something in me that I was better than white people, that I was better than them. Because I've been studying racism all my life, and I have always felt like white people are monsters. I have just been like, who could? And one day, there was something blocking me. Something was blocking me, and I saw this video of Toni Morrison saying, she was writing or reading something about a group of white people who had killed Black children. And Toni Morrison, you know how regal she is. She's like, and as I thought through my mind, what I could not think of one Black person that would go out and kill white children. I could not think of one. And, so regal and so... And I felt that. I was like, yeah, I'm better than that. I would never. And then I heard something in me say, I would fucking do it. Send me. I'll kill white children. I will do it. I will kill white children. And accepting that about me, accepting that I have that capacity, is the law of oneness. Because we have this idea that God is good according to what man says is good or not. But that is not what God is. God is all that there is. Everything. There is no separation. There is only oneness. God is the light and the dark. And so when I can claim my own darkness, then I can own my own light. And my darkness was that I was not like white people, but I am like white people. I am one with that. I could do it. Under the right circumstances, I am capable of anything. I am capable of all of it. And because I can know that I'm capable of it, then I can make a choice not to do it. But not because I'm better, but it's because I choose not to. I choose not to kill white children. I choose not to. It's not my choice. But could I do it? Hell yeah. With machetes, I could. But will I? No, I will not. So that is the difference. That is the difference, y'all. So I encourage y'all, come and book your readings, come do your coaching, come, because this world is about to change. We choose to be enlightened by love. That is right. That's right. That's right. It's not how I want to use my energy. It's not how I want to use my energy. I don't want to use my energy to hurt white children, but I could, and I would do a great job at it if I did it too. Y'all would be like, oh my God, look at, but I choose not to do that. And not because I'm a good girl pleaser. That's right. It's because I choose. That's right. That's right. That's right. And when I do move my darkness, I do it in ways that are aligned to what is true for me, not in reaction to someone else's darkness, to some other thing. I do it because, oh, this requires this. There are times when I use that energy because it needs to be used, you know? So these eclipses are about to wipe us out, y'all. This Mercury Retrograde, you can come and sign up for the Mercury Retrograde. It's a very light class. I'm not classing, like, I'm not going in hard like that, but we have to do the work to get clear about our identities and who we are. So we use this Mercury Retrograde energy to do it. The other part of it is you can come and book a Mercury Retrograde reading, and then I can talk to you about how to do the work and help you do it yourself. You don't have to come to the class, or you can come to the class, or you can whatever. Let's get this shit done. Let's get it done, because, you know, we have whole families, y'all. Like, it's for those of us who are waking up now, we have so much work to do. Okay, let's just say that. For those of us who are waking up now, we have a lot of work to do. We don't have time for fucking around. We don't have time for it. We don't have time. Like all the, he said, if you ain't ready, don't come. If you're not ready, don't come talk to me, because I'm not fucking around, okay? Like, if you're on some bullshit, if you're on some like, when am I going to get a relationship? Don't come talk to me, okay? I'm not the one for that. I'm the one for like, I'm ready to fucking change my life. I'm ready to wake the fuck up. I'm ready to get free. I'm the one for that. Don't come to me with romance and I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a fuck about that, okay? I just want to I want y'all to know. I just want y'all to know. We coming for we are on the clock. Ain't we on the clock? We are on the clock. So, all right, y'all. All right, y'all. I love y'all so very much. I love y'all. All right. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye. I'm literally dreaming about shit. Yes, it's here. That's right. It's here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta go. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.